Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ponderosa North for the love of Bonanza. Well, today I'm going to tell you a little bit about a couple of the conventions that I went to. I wish I had gone to more. I went to two. You know, when you finances and working and time and family, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and go to a Bonanza convention, and that's what I did twice. So the first one I went to was in 2005. Went by myself. You land in Reno and you drive all the way up into the Sierra Nevada mountains, which is absolutely stunning and beautiful and so foreign to where I live in the Northeast. And then you reach the pinnacle, and there it is, the jewel, Lake Tahoe. A little bit about Lake Tahoe is it's about an hour drive up the mountains from Reno Airport. It's at an elevation of 6,225 feet, and it's it's the second deepest alpine lake at 1,600 feet deep. It's said to have 99% pure water, and you can tell when you go to Lake Tahoe, the water is absolutely crystal clear. What else we got here? It's the largest alpine lake in the U.S., or actually in North America. It's about an hour drive to Virginia City. You go back down into the valley and then up the other side of the mountain to get to Virginia City. So riding back and forth to Virginia City from Lake Tahoe, no, that's like a day's trip on horseback. So I always found that funny. Emerald Bay in Lake Tahoe is the prettiest sight you will ever see. So the first time I went, I said, like I mentioned, was in 2005, and it took a tremendous amount of work, a huge team of people that gave their time, and all volunteers. Talk about for the love of Bonanza. Wow. And they did such a wonderful job. It was at the Biltmore, the first one, in Lake Tahoe, which I loved because it was very intimate. Wasn't like a big hotel. Everybody was sort of together. We sort of had the place to ourselves, and it was very lodgy. It was sort of a very lodgy kind of place, so it sort of fit the bill for me. I loved it. Here's Lake Tahoe. Look at it. It's just an absolutely stunning place to be. So I think it was over about a 3-day period. I met wonderful people. Of course, there were lots of guests and panels, and of course, you're surrounded by people who are like-minded. You could just talk about Bonanza forever and a day, which was sort of heaven. So some of the guests were Drew Powell and Matt Carmody. There's Drew, and there's Matt at the bottom there. They're in the series Ponderosa, which I will do an entire episode on. They're great guys, lots of fun, very accommodating to everybody. Some more pictures of them at the lunches and stuff. That is Lauren Green's granddaughters. Wendy, David Dortort's daughter, was there. Here's more pictures of Drew, and that's Gary Nicholson, who is always a sort of a fixture there at the conventions. A very big Haas fan. Here's more pictures of Matt. Very accommodating. Lovely guys, these two guys. They put up with so much. What else? So there were day trips too, besides everything that was happening at the hotel. Flapjack eating contests, and there was, panels going on, and lunches, and always episodes going on. But there are also trips, day trips to Virginia City. Of course, bus trip to Virginia City. See how high it is in the mountains there. There's the Bucket of Blood. Very old town, western town. And there's Gary again. Look at him. So funny. So after the Virginia City trip, we went to a barbecue at a ranch, a local ranch, which was just fantastic. We had the place to ourselves. There was horses and everything. Pictures there's Mitch Vogel and me and Greg Walcott. There was just so many people there. It was just so much fun. And we also, I have to tell you that we were at that barbecue and I met Patty and Rich from California. And I'm not really a drinker, but it was, drinks seemed to appear in front of me. And by the time we left, we were feeling no pain. And I'll tell you what, getting on that bus in the pitch dark, I mean, that ranch is in the middle of nowhere. At night, it is black out there. Getting on that coach and going down the mountain and in the darkness, I thought I was going to die. And I don't think I've drunk since. I think that was my lesson learned there. The next day we went on the paddle wheeler, the Dixie, which was very nice. Nice view of Lake Tahoe there. And there were all kinds of lunches and things like that. I was at the table with Lauren Green's granddaughter, Stacy, and that's his vest. And I have a picture of me somewhere here wearing that vest. I'm a little disorganized here. Where is it? I can't find it. Well, if I find it, I'll show it to you later. So it was a wonderful time. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Me wearing Ben's vest. She was so kind to let me do that. The next one I went to was in 2009, and that was the 50th anniversary. I had a little bit of input into that, designing the logo and doing a lot of the graphics for that particular convention. Went with my cousin. We had a wonderful time. She has a little issue with heights, so driving up the mountain wasn't a great time for her. But Cindy Landon and Sean Landon came to that one. There were lots of panels like Kent McRae and stuntmen and people who worked on the show. More panels here. So you could ask questions of anybody. Peter Mark Richmond, he was in one of the episodes. Here's Kent and Susan McRae, who continued their career with Michael Landon on Little House and Highway to Heaven too, I believe. But just a gorgeous, gorgeous place. Look at it. I mean, Lake Tahoe is just the most beautiful place on earth. At least it is to me. Virginia City, again, we went, see the elevation there, and more pictures of the town, the Bucket of Blood. If you ever get a chance to go, if you're a Western fan, it's a wonderful place to go. So yeah, all kinds of, we went to the ranch house, which is no longer there, unfortunately, in Incline Village. Went inside, had a tour of it. Fantastic. Just a great time, and so wonderful being around all those people who love Bonanza like I do. Hopefully they will have, here's me and Gary. Hopefully they will have another, went on the Dixie tour. There's my cousin. Went on the Dixie tour. So hopefully they'll have another. Of course, the pandemic stopped all that kind of good stuff. But it was a wonderful time. I got to meet all kinds of people that I really wouldn't have had the opportunity to see. Cindy Landon and Sean Landon and just all kinds of wonderful people who, oh, I was going to show you also. Chuck Green was there. Chuck Green, that's Lauren Green's son. So a lot of the kids. And here's Brett Sun Young, son of Victor. So yeah, so lots of people there, and again, hopefully they'll do it again sometime. If they do, I'll be the first one to book my ticket. See you next time. Bye.